So, I know my Star Giant video just came out, and I should give myself a long rest from talking about Star Giant shit, but in light of recent discoveries, I feel the need to make another video, so consider this its own weird little addendum. So, at the time of writing, Mr. Enter did a live stream going over the DMs of both Star Giant and somebody I talked about on my channel before. Somebody named Jetobread, otherwise referred to as Jenny. Jenny is someone I once called a friend. Probably my closest friend in Star Giant circles, for reasons that I don't feel like discussing as it's greatly discomforting in hindsight. I was so naive to have seen her as a friend all these years, and even more so when discussing her in videos. I have given her so much grace, and when looking through these DMs, it made me just regret ever being friends with her, and I feel as though it's in my best interest to speak up about it now before people see the mistakes I made and take it as gospel. So I'm gonna state this up front. I am personally disavowing my association with Jenny. And with this DM history, it'd be stupid for me not to. They're just way too damning for both Jenny and Star Giant. I'll be leaving the doc by Mr. Enter in the description, but time for a bit of history. Our story began when Star Giant Productions, of all people, booted Jenny from their Discord server for kink-shaming reasons. I reached out because I thought it was a little unfair at the time because, well, duh. And from then on, me and Jenny talked and everything was chill. I felt so good, but like any friendship, the cracks started to form. The main one off the top of my head is her trying to make it as an artist when her style is not that great. And instead of practicing her skills, she just gets bitter to many people about her art style either being not that good or not being able to get commissions. One of which does include me. You know, me. The guy who draws like this. For a while, I kept at our arm's length, and while I did talk about her in videos, we just lived our separate lives. But everything changed when the revelations attacked. These documents were released, and while I won't go over everything here, I will elaborate on the ones that do piss me off. Firstly, Jenny is someone who, for some reason, loves playing Peacekeeper for Star Giant Productions. In fact, this girl claims that Star Giant is her soulmate at times. This was the thing that at the very least I knew about because I do recall her saying that about Star Giant to me multiple times. And unfortunately, I can't verify this information since my old Discord account was hacked last year, and that's where most of my conversations with Jenny had initially took place. Point being, Jenny playing Peacekeeper like this has proven to be not just detrimental, but dangerous. What do I mean by that? Well, apparently, Jenny knew about Star Giant's victim. Jenny knew about Ray Rance being a groomer and did fuck all for either of these cases. Because Jenny might not be all that sane herself. Like, these two are just a match made in hell, aren't they? One thing that particularly put a new perspective on my entire employment with Star Giant was that they didn't fire Shonur. Yes, that one. Not because Shonur was a creep who posted fetish art featuring children, not because he was bullying people, and not because his art sucks. The reason why Star Giant fired Shonur was to presumably keep Jenny from losing her internet privileges.
When I was showing all of this to Jetobread, explaining why I fired said artist and why my girlfriend Leslie banned Sean from my server, Jed's mom came in and saw this and thought that I hosted a child sex trafficking ring.
This is a full-grown adult, by the way. One that can't, get her own Wi-Fi service provider. But going back to the Peacekeeper thing, this person is willing to go to the ends of the goddamn earth to defend Star Giant. One thing about Star Giant Productions we found out in all these DMs is that they really fucking hate disabled people who live on SSI. Like I do. But also believe that Native Americans are a different species. Not race, not ethnicity, species. And hearing that would set off any and all red flags. But not for Jenny, though. Honestly, these two might be their own species at this point, because neither of them act like human beings, frankly. They both have questionable backgrounds, they both wear their fetishes on their sleeves, and they both tricked me into this false sense of belonging. And for that, I truly, sincerely apologize. And I know what you're about to say, it's not your fault, you did nothing wrong. No. I gave Jenny grace. I gave her sympathy on my channel, and I didn't even know about all this until the video was already done. We just found out about this on Halloween. The emotional breakdown the entire investigation team collectively had, it was horrible. We were all horrified. And the worst part is, we could have found out about all of this a lot sooner. We had access to these DMs and just slept on it apparently. I'm sure I speak for the entire investigation team when I say that we are all really, truly sorry for not bringing this to light sooner. If not, then at the very least, I am very sorry for seeing the good in all these terrible people. I was careless. I was blind, and I can't shake the guilt of going out of my way to defend these humanoid diseases. And I hope that they either lose virtually everything, get their brains inspected by mad scientists or whatever, or just rot in hell. It's not my problem. I don't care anymore. I'm done. I just can't with these people anymore. I'm really sorry to the victims of any of these people that I defended them at one point, but I can't change what I did, and I hope for a better tomorrow. For you, and for those who support you. I'm done. I might also need a better tomorrow here soon. Hopefully my next video can be a bit more positive. Stay tuned, and stay friendly, neighbors.